Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Grass and Grain with me, Jack O'Brien. We are flying, as you can see, in the start of our bit of hay actually. The next few days are looking pretty darn good, nice and warm, good breeze. I thought we'd use it to get a little bit of starting from the grass we have around here. We're gonna get two different mowers on the go actually. So we've got Jack here who is cracking on, doing his thing. With the beautiful 718 front and rear mower on there, and he's gonna get this field knocked down. It's not too big at all, so I don't foresee it taking him too long. Going up the hill there, that fence really does like to work. So this is all looking pretty good for now actually. We're gonna just head on back over to the yard, where we have a couple of things that we want to look into doing. One of which we're going to just fire up the combine, pull it out of the shed because we're just gonna have it checked over. We've got a gentleman coming over from class just to double check it, because this is the first season it's gonna be used. So it's been sat idle for a little while. So we're just gonna have as part of the warranty there. So I'm just gonna come out and check it over there, make sure we're all looking tip top, which is fantastic. And then we're on to we've got a demonstration mower in today, something I'm quite excited to see what it looks like. So we're going to go and check that one out and take you guys along for the ride there as well. So lots to do. Bit of an update from the last time we spoke. The cattle have settled in now. There's just over 100 of them here, which is very exciting. Heavens, this track's rough. Let's see if I can straddle out a little bit. That's a bit better. Yeah, so we do have a little over 100, which they've all settled in now. They kind of stopped their hooting and hollering a little bit. Oh, you bounce. There we go. Perfect. These narrow lanes around here, they aren't half difficult to get out of. So we'll just go down here. We'll probably just be able to catch a bit of Jack working down here, I reckon. And yeah, so we're going to try and get about 50 acres of hay knocked out now. We're still waiting for some of the second cut silage ground to really kick on. So we're going to get this done and just kind of make a bit of a start, really. The weather, like I say, is good. We've got about 5 days of good drying weather, so that should be sufficient for what we need. And I'm hoping after that they'll be good to go. We've got this communal ground here on our left, that we need to get going with. And we've got a few small paddocks that are part of the tenancy land that we've picked up as well. One of which is just directly over the hedges. So we're going to get into that today as well. So we're going to come down and have a look at that. That's going to be good fun. Like I say, we did pick up a new mower. I'm toying with the idea of mowing a little bit for silage as well. Because I just want to have we're going to just test a few features really. So we'll see what that looks like. We're going to come into this paddock on our right, but we're also going to do that first little square one on the community ground there, where we need to get that done pretty quickly, so that'll probably be silage. But yeah, combine first. I'm going to pull out of the shed there, and we're going to just move that out into the open, so the gentleman can come from Rickaby's there and get that all figured out and sort that pretty quickly. I would hope so, at least. And other than that, it's just another good busy day for a lovely sunny day here in Shamrock Valley. Really cannot complain. But yeah, it's really nice to have the cattle in now. Actually, they've settled, like I say there. It's a real huge milestone. Can't begin to really tell you what it feels like to have those guys all in place. So that is fantastic. Let's just back this into front of the tether, I think. Wonderful. About that. Excellent. So, I have the keys on me. This is the Class Tucano that we're going to bring out. We're just going to shove it by the workshop here. Let's move this out of the way. The spray is back on. We do have a few weed problems that we're going to have to start taking control of, which is why we've put the sprayer back onto the Fiat. But I want to get the hay knocked down first. We can tackle this once that's all taken care of, so probably over the course of the next few days. But it was important for me to just knock that down. Important just to be able to get that, get this mowing done first. I do feel as well, I need to measure it up and make sure it'll fit, but I think the combine will probably stay in here with the header trailer over the winter now, because we're not going to be storing half as many bales up here as we once were planning on. Obviously, because we have all that storage down the hill there. So this will still get plenty of hay in there, but the rest maybe not so much. Trusty old drill is still rare and ready to go. It's been serviced over. It's looking fantastic. A few silage bales that I'm desperate to get out of here because I want to use them down at the bottom. But yeah, let's climb into this gem. Do love this machine here. It's absolutely beautiful. And we'll give it the fire over. Listen to that. It's been sat still, not doing anything for about 4 months, and still pairs over on the money. It's great to hear. Okay, then let's just see if we can get this out of here. It's not the easiest, so I do really should have someone banking me out here, but such is life, we don't have that. Let's go straighten a little bit there. I think we're looking good. A bit further. Oh, nailed it. Alright then. So I think at some stage there he is gonna, the fitter's gonna want to just get it all hooked onto the header actually. So what we'll do is we'll just open this up, we'll stick it out into the paddock there for now, and then we can we'll get that all hooked up as well. I'm gonna do a little bit of shuffling around here, we'll get this all sorted out, and we'll come back to you in just a moment, I reckon. Alright, so we're gonna leave that pretty much as it is. There's a bit of a class setup there, but he'll get around to that. He's on his way now, but I'm not gonna hang around because he just needs to kind of get everything set up and do his thing really. So I'll let him crack on. We're gonna walk down the hill though. We are going to have a look at what's on the back of the 69 at the moment. We have spoken with a local dealer of ours. We've got a demonstration of a trailed mower that we're looking into, or having an inkling that we might be looking into at least. And so yeah, it's on the 69, and I'm going to go out and have a play with it. It is the beautiful, this is the Kverneland Tarp. Now this is the mower conditioner with auto swather on there as well. If we want to use it. So we're going to go down and knock down some hay and some grassland. The silage ground that we're going to knock down, we're going to swath up. I'll have a little look-see, and then the rest of it we're just going to leave on the deck and see how we get on. So should be quite interesting actually. I'm looking forward to seeing what this is like. But yeah, it should be very, very intriguing to see how it gets on there, I'd imagine. So we'll just start, I think, by jumping in. Firing up the John Deere. Now. Should be all set up in hydraulics. It is wonderful. Let's get ourselves away. So like I say, we're going to go and start on that, on the community ground that we just take care of. Get that all swathed up so we can get the class bale wrapper into there. And then we'll move onwards with our, with the hay ground, I think. It's a big old mower though on the back here. It is a fair size. Certainly getting a lot heavier and bulkier these days, but not to worry. We'll go this way. So how you all doing anyway? I hope everyone's fantastic. Whatever you're getting up to, do let us know down below. Love to say a big shout out and hello and welcome to all of the new people who've been watching my little updates here and commenting along as well. That, for example, that is an example of the broadleaf weeds that we need to get on top of pretty quickly. We're going to be coming in to hopefully get those killed out fairly soon. Or as soon as we get this grass all controlled, we'll be into there on that one. But like I say, for now, we're just going to start right in here. And we'll just swing in. There we go. It's a bit of a mess of the ground, but we do look after it. Local parish council do use this for events from time to time. What we do need to figure out now let's see, I think this is on the blue spool valve. There we go. Okay, so I think we're all rolled out there, nice and wide. What we're going to do is just fire it up, make the old John Deere purr. Get this pulled around a little bit. Oh, it is a bit bumpy in this corner though, but I think we're away. We're looking good. We'll take these first couple of rounds a little slower than perhaps we normally would there, just to make sure it's looking alright. And we're away. Mower's looking nice and tidy. That's looking pretty darn good if you ask me. We'll just take it nice and slow around here. Now I'm not expecting much off here, like I say, and it's not going to be of any good quality either. It's more just about us being able to get this knocked down, to be honest there. Tidy up the area just a little bit. Around we go here as well, and that is looking pretty perfect. So let me know as well down below if you have any experience operating with these guys as well. We've always been had a rear mounted mower, side mounted mower like we have at the moment, but some of our fields are a little bit smaller, and I do find that this could be a little bit more advantageous to us. So particularly if we put the front mower on as well and have the auto swather on the back doing this thing, I can really see the benefit to that. And as we come around here and just connect this through, it's a bouncy there. There we go, it's alright. Perfect, so that's the stuff. Makes it a little bit more efficient for us as well, especially when we're going straight into grass like this. Really does have a pretty good value for us, I would say. And I need to make sure I don't make the swaths too wide that we can't actually get it picked up properly with the baler. It could also be that just some of our fields are just so tight and fiddly here that whatever you use is going to be tricky. But yeah, be keen to just get this into some bigger stretches so we can actually get it flying through the field there and see just how well it comes along. Yeah, so far so good. And liking how responsive the spool valve can be. I turn around that corner there. And then yeah, just lift it straight back up and we're away again. Happy days. Very much a fan of that. So yeah, we're going to just kind of get through this field a little faster if we can. See how we get on with that turning circle there. Happy days. And yeah, life is looking good. So like I say, we will be looking to get this build up fairly soon. I'm probably anticipating that that'll be in the next day because it's really not that thick of stuff on here. Let's get it wrapped up, build up out the way there and looking good, and then we can move on with the rest of the hay. Full second cut silage is going to be some time off yet, folks. It really isn't anywhere close to being ready yet. So that will probably and typically land right at the same time as our spring barley will. So we'll have to be kind of careful and plan that strategically. But yeah, we'll see how we get on. Of course, we're going to try and just make it as efficient and as easy for us as possible. So we'll wait and see and very much watch this space with that one, I think. But otherwise, what we'll do is we'll just continue with this and we'll pick it all up later on down the line. So we will catch you all up in a short while. Alright folks, welcome back. We are just wrapping up, going around the last headland here, just taking our time. Don't want to wrap up any branches inside here or go over any really uneven bits. But yeah, we're just doing the last one and it's looking quite good. Throwing that last swath into the middle as well, away from the road there. As you can see, you can't quite see behind the pillar there, but Jack is flying through up there as well, so that's looking good. And then we're just going to round this corner, and then that's this little one done. Next one we're going to jump into is for, it's going to be hay, so we're just going to leave that one thrown out a little bit, because yeah, we're going to probably let it dry out for a few days before we roll it up and get that all, we might even have to throw it out once or twice as well, get it tethered through, but that's the plan there. Let's lift that up right now. Just knock that off, put that up there, and we will roll that in as well. It's looking very good. Very impressed with this so far, actually. This mower's been tremendous, really has. There's Jack, you can just see him over there. Very, very happy with how this has been working for us, so we'll see how we get on with it. We're going to just go into some of the other smaller fields there, get some of the hay knocked out. Should be nice and quick anyway. But yeah, ultimately looking very, very good indeed. So as you can see, it is very dry along here, though. There's not a lot of grass on here, but we'll take it off. We take it for free anyway, so that's not the worst thing in the world. And yeah, nice little trowel with this mower. We just need to fold it properly, get the side skirts brought in there as well. Other than that, though, we are good to get ourselves away. We're just going to head. Nothing coming. Get some lights on here. And off we go. Because we're going to be having a lot more cattle around now, we need to really focus on getting a little bit more fodder down, harvested, baled, or in pit format than we planned to originally. So that's what we're going to be really focusing on to try and get that done over the next few days. Some of the grassland that we inherited as part of the tenancy. Oh, there must be a little canal boat down there somewhere. Oh, there it is. Yeah, some of that grassland we inherited has had some fertilizer put onto it now, so it's looking good there, and it's going to have as best chance as possible really to really kick on. So we'll have to see. Now I just realised I come into this field the wrong way, so it's coming from the top end here, but we're going into this little paddock here next, and we'll get that one all knocked out. Really shouldn't take us too long at all. Just loop it around there, but we'll just get this all opened up first anyway. We're coming, splendid. I have no idea what I'm expecting in here, to be honest. I don't know what this is going to be like in terms of how smooth it is or what is in here, but I guess we'll find out, really. That's the best way to go about it there, and we'll get this all done and dusted. So we'll probably come back to you when we're going to get this, or have a chance to get this all baled up at least, which would hopefully be, depending upon how dry it stays, within the next, I should say the next week or so, next 5-6 days ideally. We've got a bit of hay ground to get cracking on with as well. So stay tuned for that. We'll see how we get on. Just for now, they'll get this all unfolded. And we'll see just what that's going to look like anyway. Like I say, we're not going to be using the auto swather on this. We're just going to be going out and leaving it on the ground. I'm going to miss that big rise there, though. That's for sure. It's quite tall grass. I'm not quite sure what is in it in terms of its quality. There's a lot of stalks more than anything else, I think. But worst case scenario, the cattle will use it as just good feed. So I guess we'll see. But yeah, let's just get cruise control down a little bit here. See how that's gonna go. It's a little bit bumpy along here, but yeah, so ultimately it's quite dry. It's looking good. I've had a phone call from the class mechanic as well, who's just arrived and he's got cracking along, so he shouldn't be too much longer with that. It shouldn't take long to service all over. It is brand new. It's more of a health check and just make sure everything's looking good, and we'll be able to take it on from there. So for now, we'll leave it here, I should imagine, and we'll come back to you when we're ready to get some baling done, which shouldn't be too far away. Like I said, next few days we'll look to get that little paddock of silage done as well. So for now though, I've been Jack O'Brien. I hope you have enjoyed this episode of Grass and Grain. If you have and you've yet to do so already, don't forget to hit that like button, smash that subscribe button to join Simulation for the Nation, who very kindly agrees to host everything, and we will see you all in the next one. Until then though, have yourself a great day, and we'll catch you all later.